Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another world of Valheim. Another day in the world of Valheim. I just logged in and was getting my bearings and ended up with a raid. So I thought I'd record it so you could watch my efforts at dealing with raids. Not these ones are fairly easy though. I probably should eat one of those. Yeah. Well, got to have plenty of meat after this. So I was just telling somebody who was talking about raids and is fairly new to Valheim that the raids last for 30 seconds to 2 minutes, and after that the creatures will calm down and go away, except if any creature that you've already engaged in combat will keep coming back until either you're dead, well, until they're dead, really, because I've had creatures keep coming back even after I've died and respawned. So, yeah. And they'll still be there if you log out and log back in, or at least the ones that were after me were. So, anyway, I'm just cooking these because always cook your food as soon as you can. You never know when you're going to need something to eat, so you might as well do it now. Well, it's not like it affects them that they go off if they're cooked or anything. It's just a matter of, and this is my own personal opinion, a matter of cook them as soon as you can. That way you've always got cooked food. It's frustrating if you're desperate for food and you've got a bag full of uncooked food that you can't eat. Okay, let me put the food does burn in Valheim, so just don't leave the fire if you put some stuff on. No, I don't want to split it. I want to take them all. I'll take that wood too, because I'll be using it for building. So what I wanted to do, might as well repair while I'm here, is I want to I've got a rag tunic. I could make a rag pants, or I could make a bow. I'll make the pants, I think. All right, we're done. I heard a grey dwarf. No, not a grey dwarf, a greyling grumbling in the background. All right, where were we? We were putting in floor. So let's finish that. Wrong way. So you can either have them all going like this, or you can turn at 90 degrees for each. Oh. 90 degrees for each board, and it gives a nice parquetry effect. All right. Flipping greylings distracting me. Let's finish this. Get the fire all done. So, since I recorded last episode, I've decided this is only going to be quite a short series, just on the very basics. I've had a request from somebody to talk about roofing, so I want to try and get to roofing in this episode to help them. Now, if you're having difficulty placing things, aim your cursor at an edge, a corner, or an end. It makes it easier. Now what I need to do is raise the land. I haven't got any stone. I do have stone, but it's in the house. Oh, keep pressing the wrong button. That stone will do as well. Takes 2 stone to raise one click. 1. Alright. Now, what I want to do is I want to lower it now to be even. And the way you do that to lower it to the level you want is to hold the shift. Otherwise it will lower it to the level you're standing on. So now I just want it to be level with that lip. So if I hold the shift, it'll make it level with that lip. It does tend to spill out over the side, but I can reduce that this way. It's always a little bit difficult because the radius of the circle is large. Anyway, that'll do, I think. All right, so this is a very simple chimney, but it does the job. So we're going to put these here. I like 2 fires, that's why I make it extra wide. Just makes it easier for cooking, so, stuff like that. All right, let's find some stone. I keep forgetting. I'm so used to playing with a character who has a pick. I keep forgetting that I don't have a pick on this character because I haven't bested Ike here. So you get the pickaxe from his antler when you kill him, or you get the antler and then you can make the pickaxe. But these little individual stones respawn very quickly. All right, so I think I got distracted, but I was telling you that I'm making a new series to follow on from this one, and it's going to be on exactly the same seed, exactly the same spot, and it's going to be a building a village from the ground up. And then when I've finished building the village, I'm going to put it up on a server if there's enough interest and people can play on it. So the village will be built in several different levels, and we'll be using all of this area out the back here, all down here, and all the way down to the ocean, and have a a dock at the ocean. But I most definitely won't be starting from scratch like this and building it all by hand. I'm not crazy. While I'm here, I might as well chop these. I'm going to be needing the wood soon enough. So I'll be using my highest level character, the one I mainly build on, and I'll be playing modded, using dev tools, so I don't have to chop wood and such. These take a lot of hitting. You do eventually get the wood from them. But yeah. Alright, back to the build. So here, the front door, we're going to put some stairs, just to make it easier to get in. 1, 2. Alright. And then we're going to do this. And take it all the way around. Now it's personal choice, of course, whether you want to face them all in with this bar here facing in, or the smooth side facing in. There's no right or wrong way of doing it. It's just whatever you prefer. I like it with the smooth side out. Oops. Run out of wood again. This is the bane of your life in the early game. So you notice the difference that the flint axe it has compared to the stone axe. So yeah, just upgrade to the stone axe as early as you can. Take some more berries. Although I've got some mushrooms now. I went on a little bit of a hunt for mushrooms. Okay, I think we have enough to be going on with. What I do need to do is go and repair. I want to get the main. Oh, that's not sitting right. One of these is not placed right. Oops, wrong way around. It's quite easy to overlap them by mistake. And yeah, then you get that result, that they don't sit right. I'll worry about the outside bit after. What I prefer to use is the wood gate rather than the wood door, because the wood door just looks too short for me. Let's turn it around this way. There we are. But the disadvantage with it is, well, I suppose it depends whether you like a lot of headroom in your house or not. But you just need to put an extra half wall on. Whereas if you use the wood door, you don't need to put the extra half wood on if you're not bothered by the ceilings feeling low. They just it just feels a bit closed in to me, so I always do the 1.5. We're losing daylight again. Don't worry, we'll have a quick sleep once it's dark, and come back tomorrow and finish it. Right, now, a trick for doing ceilings. This is just to have a ceiling that's or a roof that's flush with the sides. If you want to have one with a bit of an overhang, I find them slightly more complicated to do, and I don't enjoy struggling with it. So you need a little ladder to get up there. Now you can go and get more wood. See if there's any stumps. Just while I'm at it. This seed tends to have quite a few stumps, but I might have already chopped them all. I tend to go for the stumps early. And trees don't respawn unless you plant them. And to plant them you need to have copper to be able to make the hoe, not the hoe, the cultivator. So anything you want to plant, you need the cultivator, and the cultivator needs copper. Let's just get these couple of trees down. I'm actually going to go and do the back one. Yeah, this one will do. In an attempt to try and get more than one tree down in the one hit. Doesn't always work. Yeah, we're getting a few now. All right. Let's go and have a bit of a sleep. And then we'll come back and get the trees. Or get the wood. Right, well, time to eat something and don't walk into the fire. Oh, let's repair our stuff while we're here. Have one of those. And one of those. Oh, I need to cook. Might as well cook the necktail. It's still a little bit dark outside, so you can have a mushroom, a necktail, and a piece of boar meat, and it's actually quite good food value. As you can see, my health has gone up to 91. It also increases your stamina. Oops, went too far. Oh no, we were going to the trees first. Those ones we pulled down. Let's take this as well. Now, where's all those trees gone? Here they are. Another good hint early game is to get a queen bee. So if you come across a house with a hive in it, you can put up a workbench if you've got the wood in your backpack, and then demolish the house, because you can't demolish something using the... you could use your axe, I suppose, to bring it down, but you can use the builder's hammer to demolish the house. And the nest will fall to the ground. Stand back while it does, because the queen bee and all the bees will be angry, and then the queen will fall to the ground, and the angry bees will dissipate after a few minutes, or a few seconds really, and then you can take the queen. And plus, you've got the wood that you from the house you demolished. But then, when you get back home, watch where it's going. When you get back home, you can... That was deliberate to run away from that log so that it rolled back on the grayling and damaged him. Must have too much stuff. Alright, then we'll come back and get it when we run out. Yeah, so I'm almost at weight. So it won't automatically pick up if you're at weight or close to weight. You can manually pick it up still, but it won't automatically do it. Okay. So let's go in and oops, up the ladder. Hop, 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 hop. So if you're using an odd number of tiles, you can the roof. You can use the ridge caps on the roof. Otherwise, yeah, the roofs meet in the middle. So let's... one thing you can do is use these as basically to lay out your roof. And it means that when you need to get higher, you can climb up them. Except if you're standing in the way. Alright. So you have a choice of 45 degrees or 26 degrees. 45 degrees roofs you can't stand on, you slide off, but it gives you more head height. 26-degree roofs you can actually walk on, but they are a bit lower. Or you can use a combination. So you can start off with 45 degrees and then go to 26 if you want, or the other way around. Oops, don't do that. I was trying to get around onto the ladder. So start at the... okay, we'll do it this way. Start with the wood wall, 45 degrees, if you're going to do 45-degree roofs. And put it in the corner. Oh, let's take these out of the way. They're more of a nuisance than a help sometimes. And then put another one on top, which is very hard to do from here. But you should be able to do it from here. So what you need to do for these is point at the end. Often these will sit on. Okay. And then you've got to point at the end to get it to sit up there. And then you fill it in with the wood wall. And then I'll have to go up here to do this bit because I'm not going to be able to reach it otherwise. And then I like to use the X on the top. It makes it easier to place your ridge cap. And then you do the same at the other end. No. I'm going to go here. An advanced technique, or a more advanced technique, is to hold the shift button down. Oops, that moved slightly when I clicked. Hold the shift button down to make it sit without snapping. So shift button cancels snapping. Sometimes you can get that in and sometimes you can't. If you're having trouble placing a piece, just try an edge further away. And sometimes you have to put a spacer in just to make it start where exactly you want. So another technique to make the roof overhang slightly, you can either use these little wood floors or you can use a 1 meter beam and just stick it on the end, and it'll make then you can start this piece from further out. But I don't want to on this build. So and then this one I always do one halfway down. So here and maybe even here. So 2 of them even. Pick up that wood. and then again here, halfway, and halfway. You find if you're having trouble placing the first one, you find that it snaps better. It snaps more precisely when it's straight. So if it's not snapping really precisely, it's probably not completely straight. Sometimes it is hard to see. And if they're not exactly straight, then they just don't meet in the middle. All right, now I forgot to put the X on the end. Roofs are not easy. And getting them on here is the hardest because you haven't got anything filling it in underneath. You can always put put one of these in first. It'll snap in, and then put a wall piece in. And then the X will go on. And then get rid of it. And do the same on this one. So the sun's in the way. I'll try and do it from this side. So snap that on. Snap a piece on it. It can even be a half wall. It doesn't have to be a full wall. Then you can snap the X on the top. Maybe. If you're in the right position. There. And then destroy it. So these pieces, if you can see that they're going green, yellow. Let me just do this. So green, yellow, and then red. So those red pieces won't support another piece. You can cross brace them by using the wood beam here. Oops, like that. Not very well placed, that one. It's very hard to do from this position, like that. You can cross brace them like that. Now that changes the colour of it. So if I go down here and cross brace this one, it should snap in, and now it's changed it from red to green because it's supported on both sides. All right, next is to put in the actual roof panels. So we can take this out, and I took the floor out by mistake. No, I didn't. I find it easier to put the roof panels in, the thatched roof, from inside. And so if you slide it up so that it snaps on that point where the bottom is sitting on the wall and the side is attached or snapping against the side, the end that you've just made, and then you do the same on the beam the other side, and they will line up properly. And you just do that all the way along. That wasn't quite placed properly. If you don't see it snap really well, you just delete it and replace it. That's the beauty of no cost demolition. and then take out this one. I find it easier when you're deleting things to make sure you don't delete the wrong thing. Just to go to just the hammer on its own without having a ghost of a piece obscuring your vision. Right. So, next side, exactly the same. We're going to have to go and get some wood in a minute, I reckon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can usually do 2 roof panels height without having to get up high, build some scaffolding to get up if you do it from the inside. All right, and then the last thing we need to do is put on the 45-degree thatch roof ridge. So you've got a 45 and a 26. Just make sure that if you're using 45 here, you're using 45 thatched roof and 45 roof ridge. If you're using 26 and 45 crosses. If you're using 26, of course, you use the 26. And once you've got the first one sat in, usually they will just snap in. So we've run out of wood. Let's go and get some more wood. There's some sitting here. And there's some up here where we chopped. And this little greyling wants to come and play. I find the best way to deal with them is to wait for them to come to you, because otherwise they will keep dancing around you until you've got no energy or no stamina, and then come in when you can't hit them. Right, where's that wood gone? It's one thing I love about this game, stuff doesn't despawn. So you can just leave it there until you're ready. Okay. That'll do for now. Just take our time, get back down there so we don't use all our stamina because we're low. Of course, it helps if we eat. We'll do this porch next episode. I just want to finish this. Oh, I must have accidentally deleted that. Let's finish the roof cap first. 1. So you just got to be patient and wait for that snap to happen. All right, let's put 2 fires in here, which is why we collected the rocks before. Now we have somewhere that we could move our bed into. Now, if you don't like that line there, now you've got the roof with the roof ridge on. It should support from both sides and not be an issue if you just don't like it. So this is very basic. Then you can go around and start decorating. And I think I haven't maybe placed something correctly because I can see a little bit of light through it. I'll worry about that later. All right. So next episode, we're going to finish the porch and decorate it a little bit, make it look a little bit nicer than just a square box. But at least it's a square functional box. And what it means, and we've got to finish the chimney as well. But at least it's a functional chimney in that it allows the smoke out and not into the living area, because you don't want to die of smoke inhalation, which is a thing in this game. So now, if we want to, we can demolish all of this and rebuild it over there. I'm not going to today, but I will do that next episode. So thank you for joining me. I hope this has been informative. And if you have anything that you particularly want me to cover, ask me in the comments and I will do my best to try and answer or show. Also, depending on time, if we have time next episode, I'll show you how to make a path, make a sloped path, a relatively smooth sloped path. I do show that in the village build that I'm doing after I've finished with this series, but I can show it here as well. And probably in between episodes, I'll go and collect and stack up a whole pile of wood so that you don't have to sit through me chopping wood for a whole episode. All right. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.